So this Fixer Diary takes place in Austin, Texas at the South by Southwest Festival, which, if you know it, is just wall-to-wall music. And I was producing a live broadcast for DirecTV. My exec was Connor McAnally, who's a legend in music television. And Connor had been really upfront and said there was not a lot of money, so you're going to have to basically do everything, produce, direct, and interview the bands, and do all the research, which I was fine with. Anyway, we built 2 sets in the convention centre that were in the same space. So there was one set here, I'd interview the band, they'd go off on stage, we'd reposition the cameras, I'd interview this band, they'd go off on stage, and then we'd just keep flip-flopping all night. Some of the artists that I interviewed that year were yet to be as big as they are now, like Katy Perry. I mean, she couldn't even get arrested at that point, and the network didn't even want her on the show, but her best friend Ryan Cabrera was already booked on the show, and Ryan had said he would only do it if Katy would be there with him. And at first I thought it was going to be a bit awkward interviewing, because we really want to interview him, but then we've got this girl here, and I was completely floored when she came in the room, because Katy Perry just has this star quality about her. She's also very bright, very funny, incredibly endearing, and I knew right away she was going to be a big star. I was pretty upset when she went on stage, because the stage manager made a comment about her size and the fact that she was eating candy, and that she would never get anywhere if she was continuing with that, which I thought was just unacceptable. Anyhow, she went on to be a massive star, so he knew nothing. I also interviewed Sia, who I'd already knew about because Sia was a guest vocalist for 07, who are probably my favourite chill band. So I was already a fan when she came in the room. And she sat down and she sat all like, you know, like hippie style, crossed her legs on the chair. Again, really funny person, really quirky, eccentric, but incredibly talented. So I'm super happy that she went on to have a massive career, and now she's, you know, well-deserved career. But my favourite memory from that year, from that event, was getting to know and becoming showbiz friends with Mick Jones from The Clash. Mick had came in to be interviewed because he was in a band called Carbon Silicon at the time. It was him and Tony James from Zig Zig Sputnik. I don't know if you remember them, but I weirdly remember them. And we just hit it off. It was just this energy went back and forth. There was a connection there. And we stayed in touch through Mick's tour manager, Phil, who is still a good friend of mine, who I know you're watching, Phil, because Mick doesn't have a phone. As he said to me, you know what, if anyone needs to find me, they'll figure out how to find me. So a month or so later, Phil called me and said, hey, we're in town, we're here for Coachella, do you want to come out for dinner? And then after that, we got invited to go to Coachella and basically hang out with them. And I was backstage with Mick and his missus, and Tony and his missus, and Meg, who's Noel Gallagher's ex, and a whole bunch of other people. And me and my friend Neely were there, and it was pretty rock and roll, I'll say that. But after a lot of shenanigans and alcohol, suddenly like big fights broke out between all the different boyfriends and girlfriends and all the spouses, and Neely and I were kind of in the middle of this whole thing, and there was lots of pizza flying around, and red wine got thrown over Tony's white suit. And next thing I remember, they were all trying to pile into the tour bus, but this person was shouting at that person, and luggage was getting thrown out. Mick Jones vanished. No one could find him for days. And it turned out that Mick checked into a gay hotel in West Hollywood because he knew nobody could find him there. Meanwhile, his other half took his credit card and checked into Chateau Marmont, which I would have done too. Anyhow, the one thing that always stuck with me, Mick and I talked a lot about different aspects of life, and he told me about being resilient. Just, we have to be resilient, Liz. Remember that. And it's always stuck with me. And funnily enough, in this time, what we're going through with COVID-19, I keep thinking about it, because that's exactly what we have to be. We have to be resilient. right? And we'll come through it and it will all be rock and roll.